Hey everybody, welcome to your vlog. I've shaved, but I gotta go get in the shower. Welcome to the post-Christmas, pre-New Year's vlog. I had all kinds of original ideas of what we would cook and stuff for this, but you know, things change. Couldn't get certain things over, so in the future, you'll hear me probably talking about a New Year's thing I'm cooking, but it's not. As of today, which is Wednesday, December 28th, 2022, 4:57 p.m., I have not absolutely decided what I'm cooking for this vlog. I think I know what cocktail. I think we're gonna theme it maybe mildly New Year's themed. We'll give you a little bit of a Christmas haul and some Golden Globe movie reviews, things like that, and hopefully have a good time doing it. But as always, I do time code these vlogs because I know they get really long because I do like to talk. So if you see the red play bar down there with gaps, those gaps are different chapters, something new starts. Or you can open up the description and see a big old list of blue numbers and click on those. It'll tell you what each one is. So you can skip around, jump back and forth, or watch this over multiple sections. You don't have to do it all at once if you don't want to. And I do like to remind you that that's happening. So I'm gonna do this. I gotta finish getting dishes ready for today and taking out the trash. And I got a UK game to go watch. And we'll show you some really cool stuff we got for Christmas. It was a really fun one. And maybe talk some plans of stuff coming up. I'll do a little video game talk, things like that, because I've been playing again. And yeah, I'm just trying to get a bunch of this done because usually I have this whole vlog done on Wednesday. And again, I thought I had a cooking segment and a cocktail segment ready to go for this, but we need to do more with it and we weren't able to do that in time. So I'm having to kind of scramble and do something. But we got some cool ideas and January is gonna be some really cool cooking as well. So, all right, anyways, let's get to it. Let's cook something.
Okay, so today we are here to, well, let's just go through it. We're gonna show you Christmas gifts later. Spoiler, this was a Christmas gift for Mary. So it has one interesting recipe in here. Well, there's a lot, but one I really wanna try because again, looks like we are going to Joe Bob's Jamboree in Vegas in October. Maybe we get to head over to Halloween Horror Nights. So I got Halloween Horror Nights on the brain, and one of the cool things we had out there that I wanted to recreate was the Twisted Taters. So when I'm in this book on page 50 and 51, I find they're spinning wheel potatoes, which are similar, slightly different. The Twisted Taters are fried, these are baked, we're gonna do that. This is also a more not spicy regular version, so I'm gonna make one of these for Mary, and then I'm gonna try and recreate the Flamin' Hot, whatever it was, the fiery version for me. We're gonna see how that's gonna go. So I have been soaking some bamboo skewers in water, get them wet for about half hour so they don't burn. Let's bring this down. I just set my oven to preheat for 425. I have a couple of baking dishes I lined with foil. We're gonna lay these on there. I guess I can do them side by side. I may not need to. I don't know why. I just now realized maybe I don't need to. You're gonna need some potatoes. We're gonna use a spiralizer. We'll get to that in a minute. My cheap but decent spiralizer. Russet potatoes we'll get to. We got some cayenne pepper, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some smoked paprika, salt and pepper for Mary's. And if I get to recreate mine, I have some cheese that may or may not be good, queso blanco, and I may even throw some green chilies in on mine. And hopefully these are not too stale. We got some Flamin' Hot Cheetos to crush the hell up, and then something from last Christmas my dad got me. We got some spices so we can do some ghost pepper powder. That's if we get to recreate the version I want. So first things first, I've already cleaned my potatoes. We're gonna take the ends off. They're supposed to be about 5 ounces. This recipe I'm gonna do is for 4 apparently, but I'm really only gonna make 2 right now because how many freaking potatoes do I really need to eat? So first I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Probably don't need to get super specific here, but I'm gonna, because you know that's how I roll. So we're gonna hit that on there. We're gonna zero that out. And we are apparently looking for about a 5 ounce potato. So let's just go ahead and chop the ends off and see what we're working with here. And then I don't know, I may do something with those. So I'm sure that's way more than 5 ounces. Oh yeah, that's like 11, man. I may just cut that puppy in half and go to town. I got extra potatoes, in case I screw up. So I was just trying to confirm. Yeah, these might be a little bigger than I was supposed to get, actually. We're gonna hope it's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna try cutting this puppy in half and then just going from there. What is that? 5 7/8, good enough. 5 1/4, sure. All right, well, in that case, turn this off and we'll put this back out of the way here in a bit. I'm just gonna, well, I don't know, I have a clean potato here. Maybe I can make a baked. Ooh, no, I do not need a baked potato, but I want to. I also have sour cream and chives for Mary's. We'll get to that though. I'm just gonna set those up end to end right there. And now we need to get to spiralizing. So I put in the ribbon blade. And just FYI, my skewers have been soaking for 28 minutes already. I don't know why I wanted me to do 6 for 4 potatoes, but I guess it's in case you break or whatever. So I've only used this at one time. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. Give this another shot here. Worked pretty good on vegetables. Let's see how good we can do with a potato. We'll just kind of get that in there. And let's go ahead and push this up into the thing. What does this do? Oh, that's right. That's like my sliding handle. Okay. And then I guess we go this direction? Okay, I am sliding off my cutting board. All right, it's gonna start going here in a minute. All right. Oh, that is like super thin, dude. Like that's just not gonna hold together. What the hell? Looks cool. This could also be a total failure that we just recreate something different here in a minute. We're gonna find out. It's a good thing I got extra stuff. It is not one to come out as one big piece. Some of that is just going to be my spiralizer, I think. So we're going to try one here. And then we're going to see if we can just kind of put a whole thing back together. Since it didn't want to come out as one piece, we're going to see what we can do to rebuild. And then we'll come back and see if we can work the other one. Oh, good timing. Good timing on the skewers. Echo, cancel alarm. So let's pop one of these bad boys out here. You see I got the really long bamboo skewer. I want to do this where you can see it, but at the same time, got to find the end of one here. Okay. All right. Wait, that's not, okay, hold on. I'm not exactly, okay, I see how this works now. Also, wait a minute, how am I supposed to put a skewer through the center if my spiralizer takes a big chunk out of the center? What sense does that make? No, anyways, let's just, okay, let's go this way, I guess. That'll be easier. I'm just gonna see if I can recreate most of the potato like a Humpty Dumpty, put it back together again. This will likely be the most complicated part of this whole process right here. That doesn't seem right. How? What? How would that spiralize under there? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, geez. All right. Okay. Might have to grab another skewer because now I feel like that. Okay, so I just did it in backwards. Okay. So I'm gonna guess at Fright Night, or at Halloween Horror Night, they have a much better system for this. Because they were putting out a lot of these. Oh, whatever. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to spiralize my tater. Okay, that's one of the really early, super thin bits. We'll try to get that on the end if we can.
And then maybe I should just make cheesy queso mashed potatoes. Say screw it, start over. All right. And then again, I have no idea if my plan is going to work here. And we'll just do it like that. All right. Now we're going to try and actually just, so I can't quite go down the center, so we're going to skewer it slightly off center. Okay. All right. And then we're going to try and create some separation between all the layers here without total, oh man, that just didn't, okay. I don't know. This is not looking good. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? I mean, maybe. It's starting to, except for parts of the, man. That's way too spaced out anyways. Yeah, my skewering did not really skewer through the way it needed to. So, I don't know. Guess I should move the camera over slightly more. And we're gonna do this again, so we'll see if volume 2 goes a little bit easier. I mean, you want some separation so we can get our seasoning and our oil in between the wedges here, but I tell you, I may try something different. All right, that's okay. So I'm gonna put that in one dish. Is that gonna be big enough, or do I wanna go over here? Let's go over here. All right, let's try that again. See if we can have slightly better luck. All right, and the oven is preheated. Man, it's nice out. Like, we just got out of a like -degree ice storm stuff, and like today, it's like I have windows open. I don't know what the hell. Weather is weird, yo. All right, let's see if we can do this one just a little more aggressively. Now, some of this is I don't necessarily like my spiralizer. I feel like it needs more top room, you know? Like it's just all mushing up here and not wanting to come out in good pieces. But let's see what we're doing here. At least now you can get a slightly better view as I do this. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm definitely going the wrong direction on some of these. This one does seem to be staying together as more solid bits. Okay. I mean, I guess this isn't that time consuming or difficult, but it's not, you know, this is not a quick snack. Not the way I'm doing it, apparently. Shite. All right, almost got this one though. I mean, it does seem to be getting easier with practice, as most things tend to do. That was it the start of the potato? I don't know. Yeah, some of these end bits may not hang on. All right. Yeah, I feel like I should really do something else here too. Maybe we'll, I got an idea. I got an idea or two. All right, let's try to find a really meaty spot. All right. So I guess we kind of went down the skewer before. Some of this is not gonna work. Shit. I mean, kind of, but not really. This one piece is just really complicated for me. If this works at all, it's going to be a little bit of a miracle. Yeah, as soon as I realized that, you know, it didn't occur to me that my spiralizer cores the center, that this is not really going to be that successful. I mean, hopefully at least flavor-wise it'll be cool. But I definitely need a different way to spiralize. And this is what the book says. The book does say to use a spiralizer with a ribbon blade. So this almost works. If I could just get this one bit, like, there. That'll help. Okay, not terrible. Skewer on a little extra here. All right, we're gonna lay that in the baking dish, which I will show you in a minute, because we're gonna need to oil that and all that. But before I do that, do we want to do something special here? Also, I don't know. Because now I'm thinking, I do have this other potato nice and ready to go. I could... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to spiralize anything else. I need somewhere to set this. Here we go. But I'm almost wondering if I want to, like, take one of these things and just kind of do this other idea I've seen done. Let's give it a shot, right? Where's my knife? Here it is. I don't think we're gonna make this at the same time, but let's try something here. Not cutting all the way through. Oh, that got a little deeper than I wanted. Trying to keep my cuts consistent, doing a middle class job. Oh yeah, I'm getting lazy and making much thicker cuts towards the back. I'm angling odd. Ooh, that one's a little close to the edge. I gotta remember, a little shallower as we get to the end. Kind of feel like doing two of them like that, and we'll do the old, I don't know. Put that in the other baking tray. We'll figure something out. I just thought I would experiment here. Okay, so now let me remove this mess. Just gonna put it right here. Then we can start working on
Getting our little seasoning blend together. Give me a little ramekin. 8. What do I need measuring wise? All right. Teaspoon, half teaspoon, half teaspoon, 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 or half. So a couple of half teaspoons and a teaspoon. There's some new ones, but oh yeah, shoot. Trying to get into the habit of keeping my stuff on these rings. So, you know, it does take a little bit longer to get to, but we'll work with it. All right. Now let me open this up, find a way to keep it open so I can read what I'm doing. Okay. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Got the old McCormick garlic powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Half teaspoon of onion powder. McCormick this time around. Okay. Half teaspoon smoked paprika. Oh, this is the right. Oh, well, this is smoked paprika. That's the cayenne. Ah. Oh, yeah, it smells good. I don't know. This is something Mary had. And she's about to give it away. And it's like, I use smoked paprika all the time. What are you doing? But I do need to open the cayenne, which we will need. Okay, we need a teaspoon of salt. Let's get that teaspoon of salt. Make sure that's cleaned out so I don't contaminate my salt. And then half a teaspoon of cayenne. I'm gonna try and go a little under. Since mine are gonna get spicy and Mary doesn't like a lot of heat. So I went a little light on that for her. Oh man, made a mess in the process. That's right, we'll clean it up. And then I'm gonna need about half a teaspoon of black pepper. And you know how I feel about doing this. I've gotta figure this out. I know this is very wasteful, but I'm gonna say between what hit in the thing and what's on the paper towel, that'll be half a teaspoon. Alright, is that the whole seasoning blend? That is the whole seasoning blend. We'll need to do a little bit of chives, and I got some sour cream, but that comes all the way at the end. So I'm just giving this a little blendy blend because I'm gonna have to kind of sprinkle this with my fingers. Okay. Nice and blended up. All right. So we're going to start on the actual recipe. Now, all right, we're going to pierce all the way through with bamboo skewers, generally space the rings, potatoes, even roasting, drizzle with olive oil, rotating the skewers to coat, then sprinkle the mixture, rotating to coat, and yeah, and then we're gonna have to bake for about an hour, everybody. So hopefully I got enough olive oil here so I don't have to refill it because we want to fix up my thing. So of course, I don't have the greatest hold on that, so we're gonna hope that's okay. We're gonna use some more olive oil on this other thing.
I can see it's not really getting everywhere, but because I can't really spindle this the way I want to. It's sticking nicely though. Just a little bit more here on the sides if I can get it there. Yeah, that's about as good as I'm gonna be able to do on that. So, we'll get that in just a second. Whoa, don't fall down, don't fall down. But let's go ahead and do a little work on this one too, right? Where's my olive oil? Can I get in these crevices? A lot of these crevices don't really wanna, maybe it'll just kind of drizzle in anyways. Get my hands a little dirty on this one. Oh, jeez. Careful, Eric. I may go in here with my hands and, yeah, let's just do that, shall we? Maybe some of these cuts I should have done a little deeper. All right, let me clean myself up here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put these in the oven at 425 for about an hour. My stuff is blowing up. Mary may be getting something for me. I gotta check real quick, hold on. Yeah, the top one works. Okay, let me get these in the oven. And I'll tell you what, let me, we'll come back to the other part. I got some things I gotta do. So I'm even gonna put this on more of a bottom shelf. We'll put that in the middle. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Mary's home.
Hi.
We got about 13 minutes and change on these potatoes. I'm a little bit worried. I'm glad I put the backup option in there. We'll see how it goes. But we got a little bit more stuff to do. I've almost had a glass of wine. Well, I mean, I've had most of a glass of wine. We're gonna check this cheese and see if it's any good. If it's not, Mary found me this. We'll work with that. So first things first, let's bring this down. We gotta break up some fiery Cheetos. We gotta, oh, Jesus, that is a lot of kitty pelt. First, let's see if these are not stale yet.
Do not stop and turn mommy.
Those are borderline. Those are borderline stale. Let me see if I got some fresher ones. I can eat them, but I don't know. Okay. Now I know I keep these things somewhere. Are there fiery ones in there? No. I might have fiery ones in the back. Hang on. Sorry, everybody. Let's see, what do we got here? Looking hot lime. Damn it. Man, honestly thought I had more Cheetos, but I do not. Unless I got some in here. That's the sweet side. Oh, I forgot about these. I need to eat those. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. Well, I tell you what. For one potato snack, this is probably fine. We're just gonna assume. So I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna break it up in here. Because we want crumbs. And these were 5th of April of this year. When were those? Granted, these have been open.
I can't make that out. Those were also 5th of April. We'll just hope these are better because, you know, they haven't been opened. So, what do we got? 11 and a half minutes on these potatoes. Also, these potatoes might be failure. I'm seeing some in there that are getting a little more roasty than maybe they should. And I think some of that is, you know, well, A, I didn't quite oil them well enough. And then some of it is I think they're a little bit thinner than they were supposed to be. I'm now gonna take a little pop of air into here so I can crush some of these others up. And you don't want it to be a fine powder. You do want some of the texture left behind. I'm just kind of breaking these up. Oh, jeez. The timing was better, I would hope. Or is the timing perfect for a lazy man? No, I would help. I feel a little bad. Jack, honey, Mama's got heavy stuff. You need to get out of the way, kiddo. All right, I think we've just about got these pretty well. Just feeling for big chunks now. Okay. What do we got here? That's looking pretty good and crumbled up. You'll get a better sense when we open it. Next thing, let's see if this cheese dip's any good, and then we'll put it in here. 9, 10 minutes. I mean, listen, it's either getting used or thrown away. Let's see what we're looking at here. It is a little thick and frothy. Doesn't smell bad. Okay, that's maybe just because it's not heated up. So, I'm just gonna microwave heat this. I thought about dirtying a pan. That's way more than I'm gonna need, but I mean, what? I'm not gonna keep this after this because, you know. It reminds me of something, like almost a thick gravy. So I'm gonna, well, that's dirty too. I'm gonna go ahead and start microwaving this down. Start with maybe 33 seconds. We're gonna keep that on the side because we may need it. Drink a little wine. Don't need this bag anymore. All right, what do I want? I want my cutting board. Just need to get a few chives. Gotta rinse these, I hadn't done that, sorry. I hear my cheese kind of going fizzy. That's probably fine. Let me get a paper towel for drying. Yeah, I'll be back to you. And get my hand dry. 8 minutes. Pat these down some more. Let's go ahead and sort this out a little bit because some of these are looking, no, that's fine. Maybe that a little bit. Let's tear some of that off and toss it. All right. Turn that over. Hopefully, since I don't have a slip mat under here, it's not a big deal, but we'll see. Don't need a crap ton of these. And obviously, it is very easy to dice a few more if we do. This stuff does smell good. As soon as it went in the oven, it started smelling really good. I know, microwave, I know. All right. I mean, we might need more, but that's plenty for right now. I'm not that terribly worried. I mean, chives do add a little. I don't think they add a lot, personally. Let's get that out of the way. I'll deal with that later. Need me room to set stuff. All right, let's get cheese. It's way more cheese than I need. I probably should have done this in a kettle or a pot. We're just gonna keep trying to mix it down. I'm gonna hit it for a minute. Screw it. It needs a good start. And the other thing, I guess, let's go ahead and get out the ghost pepper seasoning. Look, Mary, I'm using one of Dad's gifts from last year. Oh, wow. Best by August 10th of 2021. The fuck?
Was that a gift from last year?
Maybe it was a gift from 2 years ago, but whatever, I'm gonna use it. It's just fucking spices. It should be fine. Dried spices. Theoretically. Should be fine. Check a look at my potatoes. Oh, those are fucking burnt to a motherfucking crisp. Yeah, I'm pulling those early because this is not pleasant. I was wondering if I should have tried to rotate them. Yeah, we have a bit of a failure here.
The failure to communicate?
Oh, Jesus. Is that gonna be on camera? That's gonna be on camera. Oh, that sucks so bad. I'm gonna leave the other one in there because it ain't burning. Damn. Yep. Absolute total fucking failure. Wow. Ow, that cheese thing is hot. Damn it. I'm not going again because it is almost 7 o'clock and we need to have some dinner and I got other shit to do. Sometimes I'm just gonna fail on this channel, apparently. I had a feeling. But the thing is, like, every single bit of it has some burn on it, which means, you know, I mean, it's not like it's because I didn't oil it enough. It's that it should not be in at that temperature that long. Or I should have made extras and deep fried them, but the way they were hanging on to those bamboo skewers, they were not gonna do it very well. I'm gonna give that cheese another minute. I need it to be liquidy. Damn it. So many elements of failure. Like the fact it says, oh, use the ribbon cutter, blah, 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 but didn't account for the fact that my spiralizer cores things. So how the fuck am I supposed to properly skewer it? Also, way thinner than they should be. And because I couldn't properly skewer it, I couldn't really turn it for the oiling and the seasoning the way I needed to.
If you want to try this again, not necessarily today,
Right.
but if you want to try it again, I do have a spiralizer that is just a blade on a screw that you go round.
Maybe. I need a better spiralizer anyways, because I do tend to like it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm wondering how fancified I'm gonna get now because that's such a failure. Now, Mary, they've seen this, but I do have this backup thing happening down there. Although it's starting to look like underneath it may be getting a little burned, so it might be ready to come out. I'll give it the full hour.
Okay. That looks much better.
Yeah, well, it held together and it's not quite as thin. I did knife cuts on that. Hi, itty bit. So, you know.
Oh.
Whoops.
Thanks, itty bit.
And I'm using the old cheese, but it still smells and looks pretty good, so.
I'm gonna top like this.
Alright, so we're gonna do a thing here with the cheese. Where's my... I'm gonna throw these fucking green chilies in here and see what happens. I need to figure out how to serve these. So I need to put some sour cream and chives on one of them. I thought I had a plan, but now I see how fucking droopy they are, and I don't know, man.
Well,
so any suggestions? It's partially why I was like hoping
they're
we could
not
find...
really that droopy.
Okay, alright, well, would you do me a favor? Put that back down in there. Would you go over there and find, like, whatever paper plate has maybe the most soupy, basey...
Paper plate, where do you have paper plates?
Where all the plasticware, paper plate, picnicky stuff is. Bottom long drawer.
Explain to me what you want again.
Bottom long drawer.
No.
I want the one that has a paper plate that's long enough that has the most bowl-like...
Okay, I thought you were asking for something that had a soupy substance in it. That's where I was confused.
No, sorry. Soup bowl, like, sorry, I'm doing too much at once. I'm hoping the chili juices in here will help liquefy the cheese up a little bit, because even as it's melting down, it's a little thick.
Okay, are you looking for a plate or a bowl?
Something long enough that, okay.
Okay, hold on.
So this can droop kind of like this, but also have as much depth under it as possible. I was trying to find a thing we could not find. So we're having to improvise. This is way more fucking cheese than I need, but you know what? It's gonna be pretty good
Use a
nachos.
bowl, just kind of break it in half.
No, because I have to put cheese
you
dip.
come here then.
Cheese dip. I was asking you to help me.
I am trying.
Give me the biggest paper plate with the deepest. That's fine. What you got your hand on, that's
We
fine.
have 2 of these and that's it.
Well, I need 2 of those. Okay, jeez. I'm gonna melt that cheese. Oh, Jesus, why did I? Ah! Now you dang flustered me.
I'm also hungry and wore out.
Yeah, well, that's the story for a different day. Okay. Yeah, I'll take one of them. Let's, and then grab me the sour cream. Which one of these would you think you would rather be more comfortable with?
I guess.
This one looks a little less burned. Is that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What do you want now?
This. Oh shit. That's right. Yours is less soupy. The sour cream, please. All right. Let me move all this shit out the way here.
This tiny thing?
Yeah, I instead of buying the giant thing like I always do, I was like, why don't I just get a small one since we tend to throw away so much of this? Hey, I learned. Now, are you a big sour cream fan? A little sour cream? You just want a little drizzle? You want
What else is going on it?
chives?
That's it?
It's already been seasoned, theoretically.
Keep it light then.
All right, Echo. Oh, this is not as soupy as I was hoping. I don't know how I'm gonna drizzle that. Shit, it's still very creamy.
I forgot to see like a pastry thing and just squeeze it on that way.
Yeah, well, in the photo, it's like just a light drizzle, you know?
I should just take a
Here, I mix.
sandwich bag, throw some in there, and just put the tip.
I understand that idea, but also if I just mix it, Echo, dismiss. Oh shit, I need to get that other. This is kind of working, because just a little bit so you get a little something on them. Something that'll kind of hold the chives a little.
I can take a little more than that. You want me to grab the thing?
Oh my god. I got it. No, yours is almost done. How about that? 'Cause this is gonna be awful. We'll do a little
sure.
more in the baked version. Okay, I need you to stand back probably. Because I am in flustered panic go mode. Shit, that fell into the oil. Crap. Ooh, that is... Okay. Get your chives on yours. I'll start building mine. And then we'll get to the other camera that I need the thing for. Get a new spoon. That's where you take a spoon. That spoon. I was really hoping this would be a little creamier, but that's fine. Chives. Watch yourself.
I don't know. You smell that dairy.
Oh, come on, phone. Oh, good. I got chives all over my phone. Not worried about a great photo because that's not going to look great. I need you to move your elbow or make me some space to set this, but don't eat it just yet. I need to prep mine for the thingy. Okay. Lots of cheesy queso. Oh, jeez. This may be one of the biggest failures I've ever had, honestly. All right, ghost pepper seasoning. Do I need to take a thing off here? Probably. Yup. Should have done that. Oh, good. One with no pull tabs. But you know what? It's fine. It's opening pretty easy. Careful not to. Whew!
Seems like it's still potent.
It has a potent smell. They can probably see that. I don't know. And the Cheetos.
Since the cat's just flying. What the fuck? Yeah, this is...
Is it failed?
It's all fail, man. This is such a failure. I mean, I see how I could do this correctly in the future, but I don't have time to do it for this vlog, so that's why I cannot repeat it. Of all the vlogs to choose to film later than usual. Alright, I don't know what I want to do with this. We'll film something. Actually, is that still... Hey, what kind of butter do I have? Then I got open here. We got a little salted butter. Let's do this one on camera, let it kind of warmly melt.
Some of mine that's already room temp.
Just trying to cut it real thin. The salted Tillamook, in case this works. Sea salted. Fine, screw you then. Let's see what happens. We can put more stuff on it in a minute, but let's go ahead and switch to the other camera. Yeah, I mean, it's burnt to shit. The cheese isn't doing what I wanted it to do. I mean, maybe the flavors are fine, but I should have deep fried this. I needed thicker potatoes that weren't cored, and they should have been fried. We're just letting some butter melt on this. This may be our savior. And then, you know, other than the burn, at least Mary's looks kind of pretty, but it's kind of burnt. And it doesn't look like the seasoning really hung on to many of the potato slices. So, whatever. All right, well, I don't want to wait. I'm gonna go into my disappointment.
You want me to hold that for you? You got me to film?
Oh no, I'm doing a thumbnail. I have it in face forward mode now, so. It's as messy as fried. Oh my god, that fucking ghost pepper. Holy shit.
Okay, kids, Dad really can't see you right now, so don't get under his feet.
I mean, you know, honestly, flavor isn't terrible. Other than the burnt of the potato. Whew, that was spicy though. And I have not had enough to drink. Crunchy.
I can see some spices. Oh, there it is.
I went light with the cayenne even. It didn't ask for a lot, but I even went a little light for you.
Because mostly it was just the sour cream I was tasting for.
Right.
It's not terrible. I wouldn't pay for it though.
So what is it? Is it the spice, the flavor, or is it the fact that it's like burnt taters that are awkwardly cooked?
There's a lot of things, I think.
It's a lot of things.
Well,
No, I'm laughing. You're right. You're fair. This is a fail.
these haven't been out of the oven that long and they're already pretty cold.
There's also that. Well, I wouldn't say they're cold, but they're definitely room temp. Although I don't know if they really need to be that much thicker. They are potato chip thickness. Butter's melting nicely. Whew.
Seasoning's not bad.
Okay.
Did you just do the tops?
I mean, I tried to work it in there a little bit, but where it was cored and I couldn't spin it, I couldn't, you know? So it's probably more predominant on the tops, yes.
There's a way to not pour it.
Well, not with my spiralizer, but maybe yours that you were talking about. All right, then there's the whole thing where you like, just go ahead and take some off the fucking skewer. If I can. And let's actually just scoop up some cheesy. Honestly, end of the day, kind of close. But still, I'm calling it a fail. I'm gonna go eat mine in peace, give you more thoughts, and we'll see what we do with this other potato. Give me just a minute. All right, so in hindsight, mine was actually not that bad. The potato part, because where it burned and was unevenly cooked. But once I got in there with the ghost pepper and the cheese and all that, like the flavors were pretty there. Mary's was very cold.
Yes. I mean, it is cold to the touch.
And we should have mentioned this earlier. She didn't really care much for them at Halloween Horror Nights. So
they were all right, but it's like, I might get them again.
But point being, that adds to her review. Just keep that in mind. I loved mine. This wasn't actually that bad. Very spicy. If I had better, like I would take some Lay's and just put all that shit I put on there instead, and it would be really good.
Of course, now I will say I got like a plainer version because I don't do real hot.
That's true. Well, hers was not real hot versus mine, but as you saw, I cut back on the cayenne and everything, but she was still a little from it. But it's probably clumps of it, honestly, the way I seasoned it poorly because I couldn't flip it. Now, we put some sour cream and some chives on this after the butter kind of melted in. Oh, I thought you got a knife and fork. Sorry. You mentioned it, and then for some reason in my brain, I thought you got one. So we're going to try this. It seems to be retaining heat better. And hopefully I can taste it, because that ghost pepper seasoning is...
Let's see, got more stuff on this end. Oh, I thought we'd just share.
Well, I was going to dig into my own slices or something, so I don't have to wait on you, but okay.
Okay.
All right, now cut me out a slice. Yeah, the end ones are not going to be as good as the middle ones, because I didn't quite get in there as much, so...
Let me start like in
Yeah, let's get something from the middle. Can't get a good thing on this one.
Oh, that's still very steamy.
I'll take that bite.
Okay, how hot is it physically?
A little bit hot. Needed to be cooked a little longer. Not bad, but where it's still denser, not a lot. It's close.
So, a baked potato.
It's much better than the things we made. Well, not quite as mushy as a baked potato. That's where I pulled it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, actually, that's pretty damn good. Thank God I did that as a backup.
Yeah, this is much better.
Yeah, the other thing did not save me for dinner. Although, hold on, Mary. I'm just going to take this. And where did my paper towel go? Here it is. All right, let's, little queso.
Ooh, I just got a kick of the pepper.
Little, gonna open this without blasting it everywhere. Just a dash of the ghost pepper, 2 dashes, and a little dash of the Cheeto mixture. Grab me a fork so we can kind of mix that down into slices. Maybe even a little more, honestly. And the queso element. Showing my face and not what I'm doing. And put a little more queso in there. You know what? Let's just go to town. Well, not to town, but now that I kind of got my slices up, just a sprinkle. Yeah, just another little sprinkle. Let's fucking go! My nose is running. Okay. That's much better. That is so much better. So, I think if I really want to do this, I need to fucking deep fry the potatoes for sure. Honestly, it'd probably even be better to do this. Just slice it. And then I could just like slice it all the way and skewer it, you know? It doesn't really have to be in ribbons. Whew. That ghost pepper sauce though, man. Makes me want to make a ghost pepper mashed potato. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is way better. This is what I was looking for.
Yeah, I will agree.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the spiral potatoes on a stick fail. But the sliced up potato.
Plus the butter and chives and sour cream.
Butter chive sour cream on her end. Butter chive sour cream got obliterated by the
Good job, guys.
Queso and goat cheese and oh yeah, cheesy ghost pepper Frito or Cheeto.
Do you want any more of this?
I could maybe take a tiny bit more if you want me to save you. All right, anyways, that's the cooking section. They can't all be winners. We tried. So part one of the Christmas haul, we got some cookbooks that Mary got me. It's gonna be some real fun stuff in here. We might have done something from this book in this thing, or else we're doing it in a different one. Very, very excited about that, because, you know, anything Disney right now, I'm super stoked about. And it's gonna be pretty cool. The next one's quite a surprise and also has some amazing recipes in it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna learn to make karage. Absolutely. Very, very excited. Here's one of my other t-shirts. Mary got me 2 t-shirts this year. And if you've been following along, you know, every year she finds, and this is one she's been sitting on a while, it's getting harder, an Action Comics parody, and I love that it's cow and chicken. Super fucking obscure. I mean, well, relatively obscure compared to like Marvel ones I have of this and all that. So I think it's really great. It's my second favorite t-shirt she got me this year because they're both amazing. Couple of video games now, really. I just grabbed these while they were on sale, and Dad wrapped them and put them under the tree. I hear this is actually awful, even though we really enjoyed the first one, and got a super good deal on that. So I was like, all right, I'll give that a go. Pretty good movie haul. All Vinegar Syndrome this time. Got the TCM2 4K that I was really excited for. Mutant Hunt, don't really know anything about it, just looked cool. It was on sale. Hard Rock Zombies with a double feature with Slaughterhouse Rock. Never seen that one. Have the Mystery Science Theater of that one. New York Ninja. I hear good, fun things about that. Kind of excited. Drop Dead Fred Blu-ray. I accidentally did have this, but I asked for it. Oh well. It'll find a home. This one I'm very excited about. Freeway. And there's a new alternate cut in here that's been like restored and everything. Great movie if you've never seen it. Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland. You know, really twisted, fun picture. Also have the Mystery Science Theater, but how could I not buy the real version of Hobgoblins? This is such a silly, fun movie with an awesome slipcase. So I'm glad they got me that. We got the Uber Duber Collector Edition of Frankenstein, Andy Warhol's Frankenstein I've never seen, which includes the 3D version, the alternate cuts. There's a whole bunch of different cuts on here, so I'm excited to check that out. And then I got Forgotten Gialli Volume 4. I don't know anything about these, but, you know, they should be pretty awesome. I have the first 3 volumes. I need to watch them all. And Forgotten Gialli Volume 5. Again, super great sale on Black Friday, so that's when they kind of hooked it up. And then I got, you know, I got the Absurd box for Cards Against Humanity. Mary found me a Christmas pack, and that's a big chunk of what I got. I definitely have a few other things I'll show you in a minute. Oh, I got a ass ton of Xbox gift cards, so I could do a custom Elite controller. I'm debating. I don't know if I'm going to do that or use it to buy some games, but we will see. And yeah, I got a couple other things I'll show you for Christmas gifts, but that's a big section of my Christmas haul. All right, so let's see. Mary's mom gave me some more of the trail mix I love that she makes. It's portion controlled, some nice like chocolate covered nuts and chocolate covered marshmallows. They got an ornament I'll show you in a minute. Mary got me a little bit of cooking stuff, just so I have some different size cups and spoons that I'll stack together, and I could always use more of these. Dad saw me eyeballing this before. I wanted a non-stick small sauce pot. I have a small stainless steel sauce pot, but a lot of my non-stick stuff is rather large. Pops also got me the Godzilla Kong vinyl because he saw me looking at that. And here's my favorite shirt. I already wore it. I'm gonna wear that a lot. Mary had to have it made. She chose UK colors, which I think is adorable. And then her mom got me this awesome thing. Turns out her mom is also a big Stitch fan. And so we were both geeking out over Stitch. And that is just really, really cute and really, really adorable. And then her mom also, Mary put it on the tree, so I gotta come over. Hi, cute boys. They're tearing up that skirt. But she got me that ornament, which is pretty cool. It's Sithmas, baby. Sithmas. And, but then there's this. Mary's mom got me this. I remember Mary showing this to me and thinking it was really cool, and I definitely wanted it. And I opened this, and the magic of Disney, as you know from our honeymoon, has really worn off, or, you know, worn on to me, or whatever, however the phrase goes. This made me cry. When I opened it, I got mildly emotional, but when I started playing it, like, I'm just gonna put this on my desk. This is way too cool to put on the tree. The Magic Castle with the 50th overlay, like we experienced, there's like a little Tinkerbell up there. But then it does this. And I'd had some wine, and I can tell even now I'm getting a little emotional. And it looks even cooler when it's not like daylight out. It's like the music and the fireworks and lighting up the cat. Like, tell me this is not the coolest ornament ever. It has a little Disney things around the bottom. Yeah, you know, it's got the brickwork, the whole thing. That's amazing. That's freaking amazing. So, then the other thing, I don't want to go too detailed because it just sounds like a brag, but my dad started putting together a substantial chunk of money towards a fund for going to the Jamboree that's theoretically in October in Las Vegas. And I'm hoping against all hopes, because it's highly unlikely, but maybe we can actually run over, because it's like 4 hours to drive from Vegas to California. We can actually go over to Universal Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights in the Super Mario Park and their new Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway when it happens. And we could maybe hit a couple days at Disney World and do Batu West, and then, you know, maybe a Mickey's Not So Scary Spooky Halloween. But we'll see. If anybody wants to donate to help, sure, let's do it. All right, that is I got a few other little things, but that is the bulk of my Christmas haul, and I gotta be careful before little Chick Jack here decides to get too interested, so we'll see. Yeah, I just took out the trash. And I kind of forgot to tell you that I also got some nice stuff from Mary for Christmas, some other stuff, some wine. So this is probably my favorite Malbec. It's probably my favorite red wine. What's interesting about this, though, this is the first bottle of 2020 I've had. It's usually been 2019, which has been fantastic. And if you know wine, grapes can change from year to year. That's why I stopped liking Meiomi Pinot Noir. She also got me a bottle of my go-to and expensive Pinot Noir, Fiery. And even though I meant Merlot when we figured this out, it's fine. She got me a Pinot Noir from Coppola, which is, you know, pretty good too. So I like Coppola wines a lot. She gave me one other thing. She only gave me 3 bottles of wine. That's fine. I'm just trying to remember. It's like I don't want to just show you 3 if she got me 4. But I think that's the case. Then her mom, did I put those over here? I love, you know, the thought that counts, but she bought me a whole bunch of like different little vodkas, like Smirnoff and a whole bunch of things I've never heard of. But hey, it's the thought that counts. I'll mix it in with something where, you know, because like I'm not like a taste tester of vodka. I'm like, vodka's vodka. You find a vodka you like, it's not terribly expensive. I have a couple, you know, some I use for mixing, some I just, you know, like I'm gonna have vodka in club, I want Tito's or Grey Goose. I can drink other things, but that's what I want. If I'm gonna mix it with something heavy, like Sky vodka's fine, Pinnacle vodka's fine, you know. So yeah, I just thought maybe I should actually show off the vodka elements, or the wine elements. I think that's all. I think maybe she got me 2, maybe she got me, no, I think it's just 3 bottles of wine, which is fine. Obviously, I've got plenty of wine. I just didn't want to exclude that. All right, so I gotta clean my coffee pot and go take a shower, eat some food, and then do UK basketball game. Yeah. It's time for Mary's Christmas haul.
Hi.
Crimbus.
Oh shoot, where to start?
Was Santa good to you this year? Were you a good girl?
Yeah, I was a good girl.
Sorry, that sounded funny to me.
I got from Mom and Dad. I guess you already showed them the...
Yeah, because I gave you that. That was for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I showed her.
And then...
It was,
that's from Deb.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot to show what I got from Deb, so I can do that too.
And this I got for us.
Yeah, that's cute.
And I also got this for us.
Yeah, that's really cute.
And then...
yes, well, I'm waiting for better lighting, but this is what Deb got me, which I think is awesome. An awesome little grilled cheese with the nice cheese pull. Mm-hmm. Come on, tree lights. You can change. There we go. That's a little better. Mm-hmm. And then this is pretty spectacular. Mary's mom and dad got her this. It's just cute on its own, but check out. It works. Well, like the animatronics on something like that is.
Yeah, the ears move and it blinks.
Yeah, and like the mouth. I mean, like for something that, like, you know, I mean, that's what, like my hand for.
Yeah.
Like that is impressive, isn't it, Jack? So yeah, that's really, really cool.
And then Eric got me some pretty sweet stitches. The only thing I don't like about this position is that he almost has to be like above you in order to actually see him.
Yeah, I saw that on your shelf today, and I noticed.
He's just like, death from above.
We just don't have him in light. There we go. That you get a little bit better idea there. But I gotta get her a Beerus. It ain't Christmas without a Beerus.
And a Vegeta.
Yeah, I gotta find some kind of Vegeta every time. Become a muscly Vegeta.
Yeah.
And like his armor, she pointed this out, I didn't even notice, but like his armor had like exploded off his body.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty sweet little statue.
So good job there. Let's see.
Sorry, I just have a really cool frame. You should peek, because that's actually a really cool frame.
Oh, that is. Good job.
Well, I'm a filmmaker.
Okay, got all sorts of snackos.
She also got trail mix and chocolate stuff I talked about earlier.
Yeah, but I got that from Mom. And then it was a very matcha Christmas, apparently.
Matcha Christmas!
I already ate the matcha mochi.
Mochi Christmas! Mochi Christmas.
I haven't tried these yet.
Yeah, I get her mochi because she loves mochi. She didn't know about these. They look exciting.
Maybe we'll do a little taste test next week.
If you remember.
And then we got, going
Booze! Matcha Christmas! Yeah, I don't know. I just thought.
I have no idea what that's going to be like.
Me either, and I don't like matcha flavor, so she's going to be on her. Achoo! But. Achoo!
Gesundheit.
But, I might help her taste test this.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I definitely got it for her because she loves s'mores, but I'm like, I'm down for trying that.
Got some Queen Anne.
That's from her mom. Yeah, I got her the booze bottles.
Were these the same type your grandma?
Except for not dark.
Except for
my grandma liked milk.
And then we get rum and ginger. You gave me the ginger.
That's true. I got you the ginger one. The ginger whiskey as a stocking stuffer.
Stucker.
And the others are from her mom.
And you got me these two, right?
Yep, stocking stuffer.
And did this come from your mom? This came from Mom.
Espresso M&Ms. Those are dope.
Yeah, and got tiny little hexapod, I guess.
That is me, stocking stuffer. Yep. It was a blind keychain from Disney Points that showed up super fast.
We got an Avatar pin.
Stocking stuffer for me. Gotta get our Avatar stuff.
And Beerus patch.
Stocking stuffer.
And
this doctor stuffing's good. Oh yeah, that's right. I got you this.
You got me this. That is so cute.
Well, I don't know if we told the story too that she had something similar, but not exactly that, right?
It was basically this without the glasses.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. She used to keep the cat grass in there.
Yeah, and then Eva broke it.
Yeah.
So Eric found me a new one.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's cool.
It's for Mary Ann and the kids.
And then I think this was from John.
Yes.
So because I really needed new headphones.
That's John, as in my dad.
Yeah, I don't call my dad John.
I know, but because both our dads are named John, I'm clarifying for the audience.
I'm still getting used to the touch, not having buttons to manipulate.
Yeah, because her old ones her bows were being weird, but I got her the Sonys.
The bows were turned on while they were in the off position.
Yeah.
And steal my signal.
And I got her the Sony ones because they're pretty much what I use, so at least if she needs troubleshooting, I can help.
We got...
Oh, by the way, hold on real quick. I just did a couple other things for my dad. Some hot sauces. They might be all right. And a brownie kit, which, I'll eat the chocolate, but I would have made my own brownie mix. Anyway.
And then it's got an Avatar graphic novel.
So I got her this thinking it might be kind of cool. When I got it, I thumbed through it, and I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. And I may have to borrow it and read it because it actually looks awesome. 2 more volumes coming out in January.
And then we got the visual dictionary for Avatar.
It's the closest I could get her to being able to live in Pandora and learn things or whatever. It's not quite as cool as I'd hoped, but there is some very cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
Down to weaponry, costuming pieces. And if you've never seen one of these visual guides, they do them for a lot of things. They're pretty freaking cool.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to having some time to look through those.
Yeah. Mary gets all the free time.
Yeah, all the free time.
What did
I do with... What did I do with my pins? Do you remember? Last time I saw them.
Fig pins. I do remember seeing them on display, but now I can't think of where I saw them. I was like, oh, Mary displayed her fig pins.
Oh, I bet you they're on the
do you want to see this though real quick while we're here?
Yeah.
Her mom got her that too.
Yeah. Although the the hook that the string's attached to isn't real firm.
Oh yeah, that
So
one's.
we're not going to put it on the tree.
Yeah, that's right. That one may have been a bit of a. By the way, are you bringing them to me or do you want me to come to you? Okay, well in the meantime then I'll just show you. I finally got these. This was supposed to be here on the 23rd, but then FedEx didn't put it out to delivery till the 24th, and then it finally showed up on the 26th. So I didn't get the Walmart Steelbook early, but I got it. And then this showed up today from Amazon. Unfortunately, since it's from Amazon, my slipcover's a little fucked since this is supposed to be a collector's edition. That sucks. But then I also, today, my 4K showed up, so I can finally watch this motherfucker again and be excited. Okay.
So I got Beerus and Fuzzy Vegeta.
Yeah, I got her those. Some of those I had been sitting on for ages, actually. So I'm starting to learn from Mary and, think earlier than the week before Christmas and buy things and hide them.
But then there's the two big things I think that's going to be for us. One, well,
that one I know about. What's...
the-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm with
Which
you.
one do you want to do first?
Yeah.
I actually kind of asked for a vacuum.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't just go, I know. Now listen, some ladies are like Mary, they get this. They're like, oh my God, yes. A lot of ladies understandably might be like, you bought me a vacuum for Christmas, the fuck? So I would never have considered doing this just to consider doing it, but she was specifically talking about wanting something like this.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, dude, she'll never, because I don't buy her practical gifts in general. So I was like, she'll never see that coming from me. So
No, I didn't.
so I was like, I'm gonna get her a stick vacuum. And you know what else? It's purple. It's hard to see in this light, but it's purple.
And it does a pretty good job because I vacuumed the rug here that I had vacuumed a few days before Christmas, and I vacuumed it like last night, I think. And I pulled up a crap ton of cat hair.
Yeah, I think it's for something like that. This is gonna be a lot more powerful than our usual.
Well, it's
vacuum.
designed for pets. So.
Well, that was also the thing too. I picked the pet-ish version. There are better ones out there, but they're also way more expensive. So, for baby's first stick vacuum, I wanted to stay, in the higher midder range to see what we think.
No, so far so good.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
We'll see what happens when I take it downstairs.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
I may kill it.
We'll see. It's still under warranty. It was on Amazon. And I got like an extra filter kit thing for it too. So.
And then.
And I got her a Spy Family shirt, but.
Oh yeah, that's in the other room.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just basically the family.
Yeah. Mom, I got Mom a big box of baklava, and she's like, "This is too much." And I like baklava, and John likes baklava, so she just split it up between the three of us.
Yeah, and big box of baklava should totally be my next album title.
And then my mom's other homemade goodies, which are like chocolate covered nuts and pretzels.
Yeah, I didn't really show them, but I mentioned them.
And
then we got a cool Wii gift. Well, actually, we got two cool Wii gifts. I kind of mentioned the other thing, the Joe Bob Jamboree money. But look at this. We needed something like this. We were hoping for something like this. We only recently discovered this might be the way we're going to go about it. Mary, take it from there. What the hell is it?
it's a spice rack.
What? If you want to be my flavor, you got to get on my wall. Then if you can have the taste, yes, you'll have them all. I don't know. Not bad for top of my head.
But we're gonna put it on the side of the cabinet here, so it's like out of direct sunlight and all that fun stuff. And
We're working on ways to secure it better so we don't drill into the microwave. Her dad has an awesome plan.
yeah, so I
Because-
just need to. I forgot. I should have taken the screws with me. I could have stopped at Lowe's on the way home and found the nuts and.
That's right, we got time. But and this is after Mary organized it and took half the stuff out, put it in a box in the other room. This is the basics beginning. This is our, and then there's more stuff hiding back there, and then here's a bunch of extras, and then there's like literally I think I can show.
You bought 3 things of basil.
Well, I kept being in the store and being like, do we have basil? No one's home to tell me I'm gonna get basil. So then there's like a whole bunch more. So yeah, we needed something that we could at least organize the most common, and then I could have my extravagant, the ones that I use all the time, because both of us, we're really tired of reaching in there and having to move 8 things to get to a basic ingredient.
Yeah.
And then, or then thinking we can get it and knocking 8 things over and then having to move 16.
Yeah, it's a tsunami.
Yeah, a flavor tsunami.
So I'm halfway tempted to try just doing the
It's trash night. That's all going out. Don't think we just have bags of trash on the floor.
To see if we can get away with just doing the top, so we can have it down here. But if not, we'll. Well, then if that isn't going to work, then I can move the bottom holes to the top holes and just drill new top holes.
And well, even that is not bad. Like that's not a bad height because you can still see everything and get it here real easy. No, I'm not even on my tiptoes.
I could just do it like that if you'd rather.
That might be just safer.
I use this room to add to our shoe rack.
That's true, and then it also leaves us room if we can figure shallow to put another one up.
Oh yeah.
I'm only got like half the spices. There's so many spices I have not toyed with because I don't have them.
Yeah. Don't get stuff just to get it though.
She's debating. No, that's what I do. I've never used this, so I have to figure out something that uses it.
And then 3 years later, you still haven't used it.
Gram masala. I gotta get all these like more Indian spices too, because I want to start making my own curry mix. And spice is life.
Mm-hmm.
Spice is life. Spice is also a wannabe. And stop right now. Thank you very much. Da 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 da. And what are some other Spice Girls songs? Spice World. You can't have meatloaf without Spice World. It's because he was, and then that's when they because and every then and that's when and because then the ice cream dinosaur came from my brain and I ate it.
And on that note,
Merry Christmas, fucking New Year. So we're here to talk about the Banshees of Inisherin. Inisherin. I do that.
Ed Sheeran.
The Banshees of Ed Sheeran. Points for that. I'm sorry, I know I'm not supposed to make that stupid joke. Some people get real mad, like, why can't you actually pronounce it? It's like, well, I mean, I don't know. Because I'm a U.S. citizen who grew up in the American education system. What do you want from me?
If you'd asked me like right after we'd watched the movie, I probably could have done it, but...
Well, there is that. If we had done this, that would be a lot easier. But even if I had the title in front of me, I could probably get it more accurate. Anyways, that movie. So we've started our Golden Globe, technically our Oscar watches. But as you may know, we do the Oscars live stream every year. We theoretically are doing it again this year. But I love... I love that I've started this thing in the last few years that we watch every single thing nominated. We usually miss one or two things just because they aren't available to us, like a short and in a foreign film or something.
But he watches everything.
That's true. Usually by the end.
He drags me kicking and screaming into most of them.
Most of them, yeah. I was going to say, usually by the end you don't make it to all the documentaries and stuff. We kind of figure that out. So what we have learned in the last year or two is to start doing it with the Golden Globes, because then that also helps us knock out a bunch of things that are likely to be nominated for Oscars. So we aren't watching
Aaron,
as many.
I don't think she wants to play.
Whoa!
Okay, yeah.
Jack.
Jack.
We know you just came in last second, Jack, but hold on, we have to deal with this. I'll continue. Yeah, Idiot does not have, but Idiot starts shit and then she doesn't want to continue. We're starting to figure that out. The other boys are like, oh, you want to play? Cool, we'll play. And then she's like, no! I know Aaron initiated, though. He's going. All right, Aaron. So anyways, we do that. And I made a spreadsheet, and I have it, literally, they make a spreadsheet. It's like how many nominations, where can you watch everything. I meant to like share that with people. I haven't yet. I really need to send that to Lenny. But anyway, so we try to work down.
Sorry.
That's fine. Try to work down, starting with the ones with the most nominations. Okay, blah, 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 blah. So, Banshees of Inisherin, I don't know if it's Inisherin or Inisherin. Inisherin? That feels right.
Inisherin. Inisherin.
Perhaps. So, just forgive us. The Banshees. I saw the trailers. The trailers looked really interesting. Granted, they looked like Oscar bait. They looked kind of like, not uninteresting, dull, but not uninteresting. Now, bear with me on that. Like, slow, talky, thick accents. Mm-hmm. Am I gonna care about what is this story? I'm sure it's well done, so I can appreciate it, and I'll see those movies. But sometimes I see those trailers, I like those things, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait and see if it gets nominated for something. Because otherwise, I've got 1,000 other things I need to watch. And this did, and honestly, I was kind of dreading it a little bit. By the time it came to actually sit down and watch it, I was like, I'm not really in the mood, but it's really the only thing.
I was kind of curious because I had seen some of the clips that our main actors had taken on the talk show circuits.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm willing to see, where this goes, and then I regretted it.
Oh, watching the scenes?
Yes. I'm not watching the scenes, watching the movie in places.
Because it ruined a lot of it for you, because you...
No. Because
okay, you have
there's
to clarify.
things that happen in the movie that I don't like.
Yes, okay, that makes more sense. But if you were going to leave, I felt like you were leaving that statement open-ended, and I didn't know you were going
We're not doing
with it.
spoilers, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct, but I know how to talk about this without talking about it. But again, you've left that. I was looking for your general thoughts, and you went down a rabbit hole of I'm not following. Sorry. Keep in mind also, off camera, it doesn't matter. Nothing with her or anybody. That there's a little snafu in a New Year's dinner thing that's really pissing me off. It's not the restaurant. It's a whole outside for it. Never mind. Just I'm in a little bit of a place today. We'll just say that. So anyways, I ended up loving this movie. It's great. I totally see why it has 8 Golden Globe nominations. The performances are fantastic. It's incredibly interesting, incredibly unique, and original filmmaking for all you that complain that, oh, it's only Marvel and DC movies now. It's like, apparently there were only 6 Marvel or DC movies of like the roughly 300 movies released this year. So I don't know where people get that notion. But it was actually
how much
really
of the box office do those 6 movies
and that's fair. That's why people shouldn't
really
compare. Yeah, but no, now we're going to go down a different rabbit hole. Because now it sounds like you're defending them. And no, they're wrong.
I'm not defending them. I'm saying...
Because they're making false equivalencies.
Yeah, exactly.
But the way you phrased that sounded like... I know what you meant. I know you. But I also heard what it sounded like. So anyways, point being, I'm trying to get back on track. Because it sounded like you were making that argument for them. You said it in a way that sounded like you were defending them. I knew you weren't. What I'm saying is
that I could see how they come to that conclusion.
But
I did not say it was a correct conclusion.
Right, but you didn't say it wasn't a correct conclusion either.
I'm sorry,
and
I didn't know I had to.
Yes, that's the important part. They'll never learn if we don't tell them why they're wrong. And then they'll still never learn because they just want to be miserable. I'm talking about a very specific band of people. You may be one of those people that is not who I'm talking about, but whatever.
Anywho, back to the
I don't
movie.
fucking care. Fuck all y'all who don't fuck around with what I am and who I am. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I'm kidding, of course. I try to be very patient with everybody. Oh, you bringing me back to the movie. I don't even know where I was. It is slow. It does take a lot of attention. The accents can be a little thick at times, but at least through context clues, you can understand. It may not be the happiest of movies, but it's not the saddest or depressing of movies either. It is really wild ride. It is really weird, unusual, and I loved it, and it deserves the awards.
And if you want to play a drinking game, take a drink every time somebody says Rowan. Not Rowan.
That was like one scene. Anyways, basic premise, non-spoiler version if you don't know. It's basically Ireland. I always want to say the wrong thing. Colin Farrell, fairly unrecognizable as he's getting. He's in that phase of his career where he's burying himself in his roles, and it's great. And I'm blanking.
Mad-Eye Moody.
Yeah, I'm so blanking. Bill Nighy?
No. He's General Hicks's dad, I think. In real life.
Maybe. Anyways, I'm sorry. I know the name. If I hear it, I'd kick myself. I'm blanking on it right now. Both fantastic. Both friends until one day, one of them decides, I'm annoyed with this person, don't want to be their friend anymore, and the other person can't fathom it and continues to be annoying. And then one person goes to extremes to prove a point of ridiculousness, and it's just an escalation from there. There are some definitely, it's not a gory film per se, but there are a few very gruesome moments. So, anyways, loved it. All right, that's the alarm to shut up, Eric. We got something else to talk about. All right, so continuing on the Golden Globes potential Oscar watch list. We did one of the animated films. I'm dying to see The Fabelmans, but we never are in the right time or mindset to do it yet. So we watched one of the shorter ones, one of the animated features. We watched Inu-Oh, the latest G-Kids release. Studio Ghibli-ish. You know, I mean, it's not Miyazaki, but you know, so most of those things are really great to just pretty good. I haven't really seen one terrible. So this one, like the first sentence or two of the description, I bought it on digital. I went through Vudu. And then it says English dub version, but you get the special features that is the sub version. We did end up watching the sub version. And the first couple of lines of description are something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, of so-and-so's rock opera set in feudal Japan. And I was like, I'm good. I want to see that. I want to see what that is. Now, that could be bad for me because I don't typically like operas. I don't like something where something is sung. The literal definition of opera, as I've learned, where something, every single word is sung. I like musicals where there's dialogue and then songs. This is really more of a musical. However, the songs and those moments are very operatic.
I think a lot of things that are called rock operas are not technically operas.
That's fair. Like Phantom of the Mall, people seem to call that a rock opera, not a rock opera.
No,
musical.
it's a rock musical.
Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rock opera sounds better than rock musical.
It sounds more epic. But in terms of the types of songs and the music, this is the most rock operatic stuff I've ever seen and heard. I mean, obviously there's sort of magic-y, anime-y things involved, but like if I ever saw this show in real life, I would just be floored and we would have to go do it every year. And then I would get sad when I'm like, oh, I can't afford to do it every year. Because that part of it was great.
No, the problem would be is that the way that they are constantly doing something new.
That's true. Well, again, be careful. We're not. You didn't tread into spoilers, but close. Yeah, that is kind of like the overarching thing. It's basically the general concept, idea of what the story here is about. It's about like youth revolting against the old ways. Why can't we do something new and different? You know, because you're gonna tell me no because I don't fit your mold. So it's actually very punk rock in that way, which I really, really love. So I did end up thoroughly enjoying the hell out of this movie, and I think of what, at least for the Golden Globes, what we've seen of what's nominated, I think it's my winner. I loved Turning Red, but this is way more interesting and original, and yeah, I'm sure you're gonna ask me anyway, so let me go ahead and look that up real quick. Pinocchio, we didn't even review it. Del Toro's Pinocchio.
Oh God, yeah.
Which is, here's the review. It's fan-fucking-tastic. It's the best version of Pinocchio I've seen.
That's quite possible.
Yeah, I think this is better. The Inu-Oh. And then what have we not seen? Hold on, we haven't watched Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. I doubt that's better. And we haven't done Puss in Boots. I don't know, from what I'm hearing, maybe, but I haven't even seen the Shrek movies. I need to start doing that. So yeah, highly love this movie. The one thing, and I say this again, this is light spoiler. I don't know, if I phrase it that way, it may not be that light. There was a point I wish this movie had ended.
Yeah.
And gone out on a high. However, what comes after is not necessarily a bad thing.
Your mileage may vary.
I think what it is do you end it at the high point of fantasy, or do you end it with the realism of what would happen after?
Yeah.
Which was still wonderfully done. With a little bit of an ending of, huh? But no, this is one of my favorite G-Kids things I've seen, and I really love it. And even Mary had to be like, do you want me to find the soundtrack on vinyl after? And I'm like, eh. Because that is one thing. The songs actually are great. Except there's one particular song in here they keep going back to, but even the first time they use it, it's almost like 7 minutes, and my joke was, okay, I need to teach these guys how to write a bridge. Because it's like 7 minutes of verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and it's catchy, but it's like 7 minutes. It's like, I need a little variety here, gang. You're losing me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little more. That's the more traditional element. So it's like,
which kind of works because I am talking about the song that's meant to draw you into the main event. So, But then a lot of the other songs, they do evolve, and like, my God, that final performance is just wow. And it'll start off with some what the fuckery, and there'll be some what the fuckery along the way. But it is one of those things where it is laying threads you aren't seeing being laid.
The first act is a whole lot, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
The second act, you're like, ah.
But I don't even think it's the second act. I think it really is a culmination at like the near finale before the epilogue, basically. That it's like, oh, that's what all this was all along. Oh, and that was that and that. So, really good time.
Yeah, the denouement is pretty damn good.
What are we going to? We going to Ray Fine's restaurant after this? Is something on the menu? By the way, no spoilers, but if you haven't seen the menu, it should be hitting. It's about to hit streaming somewhere. I forget who, but within
sit on your couch and watch it
by next week or whatever. If you saw the trailers and you're like, trailers are total misdirect. Watch that movie. Just go watch that movie.
And you saw the trailers and went, that looks interesting. It is.
Yeah, still watch that movie. It's still a misdirect, but still watch that movie. And if you've ever been in food service, watch that movie. Okay, so that was like technically 2 extra little half reviews in there. All right, we're moving on. Okay, well, I have a few minutes, so let's do a little bit of video game talk. Not a lot to talk about, just one thing. Well, I guess for, Christmas, I got a whole bunch of Xbox money. I haven't really spent it yet. I'm probably going to go ahead and grab Jedi Survivor on Xbox and play it there, even though I have a physical coming from Limited Run Games on the PlayStation. I believe that's supposed to ship day and date, but no guarantees I'm going to have that, and certainly probably would not have it to play the game like midnight, as soon as it unlocks or whatever. So, also, I may be making a video. So anyways, probably going to use some of that. Bought some other things on sale, but haven't really played them. But I did, and it was on sale, finally break over and buy Last of Us Part 1, so the PS5 remake, because I want to play the DLC, the Left Behind or whatever, because I never played that. And I played the original game, or the PS4 remaster, on Patreon like maybe a year or so ago, and had a real good time with it. It's a dark game, but I loved it. And I wanted to do the DLC before the show starts January 15th, because it looks like they're going to cover some of that as well. And then I realized the DLC also got the remake upgrade with the better controls and all that stuff. And man, I'm so glad I did. I got the digital deluxe version, normally $80. I think it's still on sale as the time this video comes out. Got it for $60. And I was just going to do the DLC, but I was like, you know what? It's a short enough game. So I've dived back into it. I've only put like 3 hours in so far. I only really had one night to play it so far. But man, the graphic upgrade is incredible. It is gorgeous. And I don't recall the PS4 if it had too much crazy load screen stuff going on, but there's like no load screens. This is a lot more like God of War. I mean, there's places where it cuts to a new thing and they're background loading, but it never feels like you have a load screen. It just feels like you're doing a transition in a movie and you are constantly on this journey and there's no real waiting. Like even the 1 or 2 times I've died, it's waiting on me to continue. And it's like, oh, right, I have to hit a button. It probably wouldn't take any time at all. I'm also playing on like super easy because I just want to refamiliarize myself with the story. And I know Mikey P, who enjoyed my original playthrough, probably I know I haven't done any new playthroughs yet. I don't know, man. We'll see. But I know he would appreciate how stealth I've played this time around. I'm barely using bullets. I am going in and stealthing everybody I can. I guess the Batman Arkham games kind of put that in my system. But also too, I'm not looking around as much. So I'm like, ooh, I do need to be finding more crafting materials because I need those materials to make the shanks for the clickers. But yeah, it looks great. It plays great. I like the feeling of the controls. I don't remember the original controls, so I don't know how different it really is. But graphically, it is fucking gorgeous, especially on a PS5 and like 4K with all the HDR and all the high-end settings. And I chose, what is it? It's performance versus whatever, like the 2 modes where you can play it in 60 frames and it's more about performance, or you can play it so it looks more beautiful. And, so I'm playing in the more beautiful mode, so that helps too, because I wasn't too worried about performance, especially playing on very easy. But yeah, man, I'm having a really good time with that, and maybe I'll get some more in tonight. It depends on how much work I have to do tonight. That's why I didn't get any last night. I had planned to, and then I worked on editing stuff so late, and then sat down and, kind of conked out. And I was like, well, don't want to start playing at 6 a.m. I should probably just go to bed. So that is what I'm working on right now, and I'm definitely going to play my way all through that. And then I got to get on the Callisto project, because I bought that the day it came out, and I haven't touched it yet, but I'm really excited to try it. I haven't really done much more in my WWE lately, you know, where I was doing career mode. I did make a super sweet female wrestler. It looks like a freaking god-style Saiyan. And Mary appreciates it. And I made her literally as large as you could. So she's like 6'7" and towering over everybody. So it's really funny because in all the cutscenes, everybody's just staring at her boobs to talk to her because she's so tall, which I'm getting a real kick out of that. But I'll get back to that, win those championships and get those things, the achievements for those eventually. But that's where I am at with video games. So I thought I would just film that real quick while I'm waiting on dinner to cook and Mary to get home. So, all right. What else am I excited for? Of course, I'm still excited. We've talked about this. I may give Dead Space a try at the end of January. Definitely excited for the Hogwarts game more than I thought I would be, but that's because of Harry Potter land. I may have to make butter beers. And I do want to make butter beers. I want to make alcoholic butter beers. And of course, in March, damn, I'm eating heavy in March because we get the RE4 remake and Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So it's like, still really mad those are coming out a week apart. I'm like, those are my possibly my most two anticipated games of next year. And it's like, you're going to put those out a week apart? Like, damn. So we'll see how I handle that. But very, very exciting. Plus, I'm still wanting to go replay Village in third-person mode. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Plus the DLC for Village. So just getting a gaming backlog. But, you know, I got to get back to work. I got to make some music. We got to make some other changes. We got to make some more money. Because, you know, I really, you know, the Jamboree looks like it's happening. But, I mean, if we're going to be that close to California Halloween Horror Nights, especially if I get some of the Jamboree folks to go. And then if I'm already at Universal, I need to go to Disney. Plus, my God, like Mario Land will be open by then. And they'll have their own Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad that'll be slightly different by then. But then I'm like, but I want to go to Florida Horror Nights because of Chucky. All right, this is devolving into a completely different discussion. I'm sure we'll talk more about over the year. Anyways, I'm going to go drink some more wine on an empty stomach and wait for Mary to get home and wait for these potatoes to bake. And yeah, I guess we're about to wrap this up.
Josh Brolin, because Mary's rolling. What's up? It's cocktail time. Happy New Year's. I found a thing. Champagne Margaritas. I've had a bottle of wine. I've been editing. I'm comfy. I'm relaxed. All right, so. Oops, wrong direction. All right, so we're going to use half a cup of lime juice. I squeezed like 3.5 big old limes and made some wedges we're going to want for salting the rim. Got that. A cup of silver tequila, the 1800. Half a cup of orange liqueur. I got what is it called? Cointreau. I got more if that's not enough. And then approximately a bottle of champagne, approximately 3 cups. We're going to put all that in a big old picture. Stir together. Salt some champagne flutes. It's not really champagne, it's champagne. It's the champagne that's not from Champagne.
It's a brute.
Yeah. So hopefully that's okay, because I don't really know champagne. I just know that's what we drink. I gotta get more before New Year's. Why did I put that back in my pocket?
I
was gonna go tomorrow. We probably don't even need it, because we'll probably be out, but sorry, what were you?
I was gonna say.
I know, I just assumed.
A Prosecco or something a little sweeter might be a better choice for this.
Well, too late, because I already tore the shit on there, and we got 2 bottles of Prosecco out in the garage.
So it's still got its cap on, it should be fine. Because I think the difference between this and a margarita is basically a sweet and sour mix.
Uncle Roger.
So I'm thinking like a sweeter champagne
Mary
would probably
being
do better.
Mary being all picky. Do you think the Prosecco's really that much sweeter?
I don't know. Well, the brute can be drier. Don't you think?
I don't know. Sparkling wine.
Prosecco.
This is this is what they serve out at like the karaoke bar we used to go to. New Year's, so we'll find out. Only thing is now I have to prep a whole other ingredient. Oh, Mary's shooting the cats. Comedy.
Because everybody wants close-up at kitties.
Do they? I have not really gotten comments. The only comments I got are from people that just are like, stop showing the kitties, we hate them, they're stupid. And I'm like, fuck you, get off my channel. And I'm kidding, that never happens. I've never ever had that comment. I just wanted to see how you respond to the idea.
I think I cocked an eyebrow going, really, bro?
And then she thought, yeah, it's Eric, he's lying. All right. I gotta get some more tequila. Some more basic margarita tequila.
To kill you?
Yeah, I have nicer tequila, but you know.
That's
You're gonna
not
mix in a
mixing.
bunch of shit. Who wants to spend the pricey shit?
So did this recipe actually come as a batch, or
What?
the recipe that you're using?
Yes, I'm following it exactly.
Okay, so it is meant to be a batch.
Yes, I would not have made a batch if it was not intended as a batch. Because this
Well,
sucks.
sometimes you try to make batches of things, and then I leave you unsupervised, and
I might have got
bad
lucky.
things happen.
No, I always follow the recipe, but I would never want to make it as a batch if it's not required as a batch, because then it's like if it sucks, we're stuck with a whole bunch of. I thought that went in the. I thought it drizzled down the side, but I might have actually just barely
just a
missed
little
it.
bit. Yeah, I see some on the paper.
Oh yeah, god damn it. Well, it's not gonna be good now. Now I've done fucked it up.
Oh no, it's missing a sip of tequila.
Well, I mean, it's science. It's baking.
I don't know
Hey,
if it's technically
I'm-
baking. Chemistry, maybe.
It is not bacon. I'm joking. All right, I don't know if there's a half a cup here. Might have to open the new one. I'm hoping there's exactly half a cup here. That would be.
Nope.
Yeah, no, nowhere near. Damn it! Damn it!
Damn it, Kakarot!
Damn it! All right, fine. We'll open the new one.
Oh! What'd you knock over?
Nothing. I hit the bottom of the fucking thing. Okay. So we got the half ounce of the orange liqueur. Fuck you, fuck.
Wait, did you say half ounce?
Half cup.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I had good wine and comfort time while I sat there waiting on things to. Should almost be basically half a cup in here, but there might be a little bit more, and I don't want to over lime juice Mary, even though I'm totally drizzling down the bottom of the thing.
You're making up for that lost tequila.
Yeah, that's the idea. Oh, there's actually a nice little shot of. Apparently, the measurement on this thing is slightly off. I can go over there. All right, we got the tequila, we got the orange liqueur, we got the fresh lime juice. Now we need the most important part. A bottle. Now this says 3 cups. Should I measure it out? Because it says a bottle, approximately, or about 3 cups. Should I do the whole bottle or should I measure it? Because
Well, maybe measure it and then see how much is left.
well, there should be 3 ounces. Should be 3 ounces left. 3 cups should be 24 ounces. A bottle is going to be 27 ounces, assuming this is your standard size bottle.
I wonder if they're
750
doing that
milliliters.
thing though where it's like usually a bottle of champagne or bottle of wine is roughly 3 glasses worth.
No, it's 5. If you pour it properly, it's 5. Eric pours are 3, but a proper is 5. It's 27 ounces in your standard bottle of wine, and there should be 5-ounce pours, roughly.
I think I always did 9-ounce pours.
Well, that's Eric pours. That's why I love you. All right. You know, I'm gonna do the cheater thing. I'm relaxed. I don't want to overgrip. Pro tip for grabbing corks: twist. You're fine. See, that was easy.
Aaron's like, what was that?
Opa! So you want me to pour the whole thing, or want me to try to go 3 ounces light?
Well, I think it's a little late for that now.
Is it? There's still 3 ounces in there. I didn't realize it was so fizzy. Why did I not realize? Champagne bubbles. Who the fuck am I?
Yeah, I probably would have poured it a little differently.
Because I'm letting all the carbonation out. Is that
Yes.
what you're suggesting? Well, it's gonna get stirred, like, thoroughly. So.
Well, yeah, but there's a difference between a brisk stir and a gentle stir.
There it is. I'm just having fun.
Like, that's enough.
How is that gonna stir up all the ingredients? It's a huge batch. It's barely. But-
It's not like you're mixing dough. It's liquid and liquid. It mixes real easy.
Does it?
Yes. There's nothing to dissolve into anything.
Quick, make sure see if it needs more lime juice. Maybe more tequila. I didn't really get a soup spoon, so there we go. Still got a taste.
That's an interesting face.
We will see.
Oh.
It's not awful. I don't know if it's good.
Does it need salt?
I mean, the salt will help. Champerflute. Champerflute.
Champerflute?
Schadenfreude. All right. Now it's peanut butter margarita time.
Oh, good. None of the cats reacted to that.
Good. Salt looks good. All right, let's use this tiny wedge. Nice and juicy. What am I doing wrong?
Oh no, I was laughing at the cats.
Okay, I heard a sigh. I was like, what am I doing wrong?
No, it was Aaron, not Aaron, but Jack going over to Napoleon and going like, he was grooming himself. He's like, can you do my head?
We do have very cute kitties.
They are the cutest.
Mary has very cute itty bitty kitties. I stopped myself.
Uh-huh. After a very long and obvious pause.
What? I gotta sell it for the people at home. Oh shit, that is a salty rim. Look at how. Oh, that salted well on the inside. That's where I fucked up. No, well. Cum shot. Mary, which one do you want?
Yeah, you pick the one you want.
I'll give you. Oh boy. Did I do that right? One's a little less than the other.
Yeah, you added.
I know, I thought I was evening them and I did not. I odded them.
You too.
Okay, good enough. Close enough.
I don't know what I'm doing. Sure. You want to come over here? I don't know. I guess. Do you really? I don't really care. Do you want the saltier one? You want the?
You pick one.
That's closer to me. I'll take the saltier one. I got a feeling it was a mistake. Don't cheers with the salt, but.
Cheers.
Scrappy Poo Deer.
So the salt help.
Mine's a little extra salty, but
Yeah,
it's not bad.
it's interesting. When you can
I know, that's me.
I'm still not sure.
I have a feeling this is just gonna be one of those drinks where the whole time we drink it, it's like, is this good? Do I like it? And then it'll be gone.
Yeah, it's still got a little bit of carbonation to it.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't kill it all. I don't know that it really needs the salt that much. Salt's not bad, but if I had to pour some and I was too lazy to salt it. I feel like it's missing something though. Like it's missing some sweet and sour or something. Like it can't decide what it wants to be or what its predominant flavor is.
I think it could be a little more bubbly, but
It's a margarita.
but it's a champagne.
That's what it is. We
margarita.
don't have champagne. We have cheap people champagne like the most of us do. I think we're gonna need a few more glasses to decide. Could also be colder.
Yeah, because the only cold element is the lime.
Yeah. No, the
Lime with the
champagne.
champagne.
Yeah. It's good. It's not awful. I'll drink this. I'll get drunk on this. This is good shit.
I will get drunk on this because it's bubbly.
And would I make it again? I gotta say, from what I'm tasting right here, I don't think I'd be excited to make it again, but I don't dislike it per se.
It's one of those things that it might go over okay at a party. Because everybody's going like, what is this?
There.
I see what you're doing.
Putting the tree in there and giving us a nice little frame. I love you.
I love you.
Happy Married New Year's.
Happy Merry New
First
Year's.
time, yeah. Not bad. It's growing on me. I don't think I'll ever fall in love with it, but it's growing on me.
Yeah.
And my arm's getting tired.
Okay.
Whew. All right, there's your cocktail.
Ewan in the chair.
Ewan in the chair.
Trying to hide.
Uh-huh. You hiding behind Daddy's coat. Hey, Ewan.
Ewan.
Oh, he's kneading dough. He's making biscuits. Now he's sniffing. Hey, Aaron, did you and Jack ever find the fly?
Oh, was there a fly in here?
Yeah, they were stalking it for a while.
There was a ladybug in my bedroom ceiling that was driving Jack insane.
What? Ladybug in a mug doing drugs. Then it shrugs. I make up songs all night long. I make up songs like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Dong. You know.
I know.
get it.
I know what you're talking about.
You see where that? Yeah. Oh yeah. And then she. All right, there's your cocktail. Hey, did you know if you try to say the words 6-inch long, but you say them fast and drunk, you're talking about a 6-inch schlong. $5 inch schlong. So that's the vlog. I had to make this entire vlog in a lot shorter than I've gotten used to. It's 11:28 p.m. on the Wednesday before this comes out, which is what, the 29th? Sure. There's an Avatar: The Way of Water theme on my... Oh, interesting. 59 degrees out. What the fuck? Video games are cool. Cocktail's all right. I don't know how much you need the salt. It's all right. It's growing on me. I think it'll be much better when it's actually cold. Potatoes, honestly, I don't know if this was in here or not, but when I did the full potato that I just sliced through, I could do a better slicing on it. But honestly, that with like the cheese and stuff, way better. But that's not anything. I got to try a real version of that where I properly spiralize. And honestly, you know what? Even fuck spiralizing. You don't want to deal with the spiralizer. You know what you do? I should have done this. I should have tested this. Just get a mandolin. You should have a mandolin if you work with a lot of vegetables and stuff. And do maybe the thin slice. Maybe do the thick slice. Just fucking slice it, man. Just fucking slice it and skewer that shit. It doesn't need to hang together like a ribbon. That's not a big deal. I'm not sure. Actually, I feel like that would be so much easier to do it that way. And now I want to try again and do it that way. But I'm also going to try making my own cheese sauce. Because the cheese sauce I used, it just, no matter how warm it was too thick. So it wasn't, and it doesn't need to be a lot thinner, but it needs to be a little bit thinner than what I had. I probably could have put a little whole milk in there or something. Mix that in. I like the addition of the hatch chili peppers in there. That was pretty good. So overall, I might do a version of that potato and do it my way. At least baked. Fries is a different story. I guess I could still do it fried in the skewers. Maybe we'll try that again someday, or at least on camera, because I'm going to try it again. I don't really repeat recipes on camera. I try not to. Of course, there's also a hot dog version of this to be had, you know. Twisted tater dog. Oh, shit, son. It's on. All right. Oh, fuck. Disney is awesome. Disney World. I know Disneyland's not going to be the same. But hopefully, if I get to do it, it'll be amazing. Did I mention that I was having a little issue with somebody? I think I hinted at it. Let's just say that's all been resolved today. It ended with a yeah, okay, bye, have a nice life, block. It's like an old family friend, but it's like, I'm not putting up with that shit. My life's too fucking short. I don't like you. And if you're gonna be an asshole, even when I'm trying to be nice, then fuck, I got better things to do with my time. Bye. Bye, Felicia. I think people that have been around a long time or been on the streams, they know I'm not always, I'm not a perfect person, but I'm always I try to be as nice as I can be. I try to be kind and understanding, try to put myself in other shoes. But there comes a point when it's like, I'm still a punk rock horror kid. I'm only going to go so far. Like, that old saying, don't mistake my niceness for weakness. It's true. Like, I want to be nice because I'm fucking strong and can be nice. But if you're just going to continue to be a shithead, fuck you. Anyways, love my mutant family, love my cocktails, love my wife. Oh my God, 2023, the first year that we're completely married. It feels the same. I know some people are like, oh, how's the married life? It's like, yeah, we've been together 8 years, lived together over 2. It's the same. Just easier to say wife than fiance. I have to desperately get a haircut. I want to go watch Terrifier 2. Debating about Shin Ultraman in the theater. Mr. Potter. That's not Harry Potter. I don't know what I'm doing. I should finish this because she's watching one more episode of Upload to buy me time to... Hey, Mo! Hey, Mo! It's almost Shimp. Oh, fuck. Sam Raimi is coming to Lexington Comic-Con. But my decisions on what I spend money on now, especially after Christmas, have just massively diminished even further because all I really want to spend money on, occasional video game, going to the movies, sure, buying some movies, collecting movies, occasional video game collecting. Outside of that, I'm just trying to save up. I need to be one of those annual pass Disney guys or annual pass Horror Nights guys, and I need that every year. I wish it was biannually, because that is the one thing. I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, well, I'm 3 months out. I got 9 months to go. Although financially, annually is fine. Unless I win the lottery. It's hard to win the lottery when you don't play, or does that make you a winner? I don't know. Thank you, everybody. I should wrap this up. All right, thank you, everybody. Comment, thoughts, ideas, cocktails. You got cocktail recipes? You got food stuff you want to see me make? Whatever, dude. Just throw it out there, dudes and dudettes and all the other types of dudes in between. I love you. I don't care. As long as you're not a dick or an asshole, it's like, then I got your back. We don't even have to like the same stuff or see eye to eye. As long as you're not an asshole about it, then I appreciate you. And Jeff Glotfelty, dude, man, I know you're going through some shit. I just want to throw you some love, my man. Everybody throw him some love. Guy's a good dude and fucking deserves it, and he's having a rough go. So I'm sorry you're having a rough go, but I got you in my back of my mind, buddy. Like, I got you. Power of positive thinking's coming your way, my man. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. Comment, click the thumbs up button, give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. Remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. Yes, even Bane believes in you. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. EricButts.com. Look up Eric Butts anywhere you listen to music. Spotify, whatever. Try a couple songs, see what you think. New stuff coming soon. And I should have told you, I'm excited, and it's taking a little more effort than I had hoped, but I anticipated it might be a pain in the ass. I gave my biggest gift I gave to my dad is, ever since like CDs kind of stopped being a thing everywhere, like especially in his newer car he's had for a few years where there's not a CD player anymore and all that, he hasn't really had a way to listen to any of my music except for the handful of stuff that's on Spotify. And as we've talked about, if you're on Patreon, there's like a couple hundred more songs of mine that have never been released over the 20-something years of my life. But he's always had them. And a lot of it, especially this one album we'll just call it the P.O. I don't want to tell you the full title. He's desperately wanting me to do. And the new 3 songs coming up are from that. And they're one of his favorites and 2 that he loves. and more will come from that in the future. But for his big gift for Christmas, I gave him the collected works of Eric Butts. And it's such a fun story because I thought, oh, I'll make him all these cool CDs with all the new art I've created, because a lot of those never had covers, but now they have covers. And then I started realizing, where the fuck's he gonna play CDs? So it's like, I'll make him a digital album and I'll put it on a disc and send it to him. It's like, it's 6 gigs. I can't put that on a disc. And then what's he gonna do with that disc? It's like, I'll put it on a memory stick. Why would I put it on? I put it in the cloud, and that way I still have it too. And of course, a lot of that shit, even though it is sorted by album and folders, he uses iTunes. For loading onto my phone, I use iTunes as well. Let's not get into that. I use Spotify for streaming. But basically, I put all that stuff over there. So I'm working on giving him something like 254 recordings. I've been a busy beaver. And thanks to folks like you who have checked out my stuff and given me good feedback, and folks like John Brennan and the Mutant family that listened to my 2012 EP and started making me reassess it and understand that it is actually really good. Like, talented fucking musicians and punk rockers were like, this is really good shit. So I'm back in. Anyways, I'm very proud of that. All right, what else? We did the whole thing. Check out my music, TheEricButts.com. More stuff coming. I make films too. They're going to get better over time. You can see some of my previous filmmaking work by checking out TheEricButts.com, my out-of-date website. And of course, as always, lots more links and content in the description below, ways to support the channel. So click that see more button to see more butts. But now I got to get out of here because I got to finish this fucking vlog so Mary and I can go, I don't know, watch a Wheel of Fortune or some kind of junk-ass TV. You know, I don't know. Like, all of our game shows have been on hiatus. And Wheel of Fortune's fine. It's not my favorite, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, because they don't show the fucking puzzle long enough for us to play along. But yeah. I think my favorite junk TV game show right now is, what was that called? Family Game Night. Dak Shepard and Kristen Bell. Like, that's really fun. Family Feud, Steve Harvey's always a fun time on that show. Name That Tune's okay. I like that. That's My Jam with Jimmy Fallon's pretty fun, despite how faked half of it is. What else? The new Pressure Luck's okay. I'm not a Jeopardy guy. It's too serious. I liked it, you know, when I was younger. But, I mean, just talking for now, like, we've had a lot to drink. Let's put something on that we can half pay attention to. That's what I'm talking about, junk TV. AGT All-Stars is coming back Monday. I love AGT. I hate anything that's not real AGT, because it is... Ever since Simon Cowell came back, the show has just worsened and worsened. And the offshoot ones, like the All-Stars, they're such fucking fake-ass garbage. Like, I've worked on reality TV shoots. I know how this shit works behind the scenes, and it's so fucking bullshit what Simon Cowell does with that show. Not saying him specifically, but he's certainly behind a lot of it. It was way more real when Howard Stern was there. Like, Howard Stern was legit on that show and kept that show a little legit, I think, even without trying. Tell me, fuck, that's the rant. Tell me your game shows. Okay, I gotta go. I love y'all. I'll see you all later. Jamboree! Disney! I need to get back so bad. I miss my best friend, Mickey. I mean, sure, it took until I was 43, but at 43 years old, Mickey Mouse became one of my best friends. He recognized that I got, like, he recognized my Halloween shoestrings. It's a weird new thing I gotten into. I don't care about fashion, but I am now doing monthly-ish themed shoestrings. So I gotta get gold ones for January. All right, we'll see you on the Oscar stream. I'll see you sooner than that. I gotta go. Bye.